eerie-looking trees that seem to whisper of an underlying problem. A problem that may not be very obvious, but one that lurks in the depths of the waters of Lake Naivasha. That of the heavy concentration of lead and other heavy chemicals.
Lead is an active ingredient of agrochemicals, which are quite dominant in use as pesticides around the flower farms and other agricultural activities within the lake.
The affluent from flower farms around the lake is said to be deposited into it through the mouths of rivers Malewa and Karati, the main intakes, with the freshwater lake lacking an outlet, exacerbating the problem further. Dr. Tekla Mutia, an environmental scientist who has been studying the lake since 2012, says samples of fish studied showed high levels of lead, copper and cadmium.
The most striking result was that in fish mussels, lead was 100 times higher than what is recommended for consumption. And in fish, in water, the concentrations were also 2 times higher than what is recommended.
The presence of lead in the water is said to have cumulative health effects on fish, water, and those who come into contact with it.
High levels can cause bone defects, they can affect reproduction, and they can also generally be carcinogenic, affect nervous system.
The effects of chemicals are seen, not immediately, but at a later stage in terms of the body burden that they have in our bodies.
But even with such damning revelations, here the fishermen go about their business oblivious of the danger they expose themselves to. Those who later consume the delicacies only see a healthy and sumptuous meal.
When people realize the effects of what they are consuming, then they will seek alternative fish to consume. And this will affect the fishermen in terms of earning from their livelihoods.
According to the county government of Nakuru, at least 3,000 people use the lake on a daily basis, and at least 700 metric tons of fish are drawn from the lake and consumed by shoreline communities and those from other parts of the country annually.
Something has to be done. That is to investigate the concentrations of active heavy metals in agrochemicals used around the flower farms, and to document these sources and be able to regulate the quantities that are used within the agricultural activities.
A call for attention that, if ignored, could see an end to livelihoods, natural resources and human and animal lives, defeating the saying, "A stitch in time saves 9." Joy Kiruki Juma, K24.